Open wide.
Open wide, sugar. As we go forward here, I want to leave Zilean, like, with the ability of, like, making sure that Fervor's not going to be a problem for him. But yeah, no, Riptide Rex. People still like a Yorda and human. There be blood in the water! Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again. Another deck for you today. This one, I actually saw somebody play this against me. It might have been in a recent video, I can't remember, but I was like, I like the idea of those two together, so I decided to build a deck around it. So let's get into this. So for anyone who's been like with the channel for a little while, you'll know that Gomez does like a good nab deck. Like in terms of the fact that I've built nab decks with Noxus, I've built nab decks with P&Z, I think I built a Shadow. Did I build a Shadow House one at one point? Basically, I built like with loads of but there was nothing in Shurima that was like, yes, I want that. Aside from the Hourglass, which I always like the idea of because it means that you can protect Twisted Fate at whatever he's currently at, and because it makes an exact copy, so you can save him and then bring him back. There wasn't really much in Shurima that was like, yeah, I want to have that in a nab deck, but then Zilean came along with his time bombs, and his time bombs are the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm willing to experiment with this and put this into a nab thing, because obviously those time bombs are doing 1 damage not only to all enemies but also to the enemy nexus, which is the most important thing, which means that our nab capabilities of pilfered goods and like black market merchant, it allows them to be activated. It does also mean that potentially late game Riptide Rex. I did actually want to put a soloist in this deck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's the first incarnation actually did have a soloist, but then as you have to start taking things out, there's like, okay, this is what I want rather than that, and this is what I want rather than that. But there's definitely multiple ways to build this kind of a deck right now, which is another reason why, yet again, Yodel Grifter, you know that Gomez likes that. It gives an additional nab plus a warning shot. I just couldn't fit him in the deck, mostly because of the fact that I also had a lot of Shurima cards that I wanted. So the Allegiance, just like, it had to be dropped because I really wanted to have this. I wanted to have some predict mechanics to help me get to the things that I wanted to get to, be it time bombs or be it even just like nab options or whatnot. And a Rite of Calling to be able to bring out Twisted Fate or to be able to bring out Time Wizard was just too good. Like, but I'm not saying this is the best way of building this deck. This is just the way that I've chosen to build this deck. There's probably far more better things that you can do. Technically, you could take the nab package 100% out of this deck. You could throw in like maybe go down to like one gangplank just and start like amassing those hits in, and you can work with through that to be able to level up gangplank. Potentially throw in Dreadway, which again Dreadway had to be cut because I couldn't fit it all in. I really wanted Soothsayer. Soothsayer's mostly in this because she can protect Twisted, like in terms of for a cheap cost, because yet again your Twisteds are always going to be vulnerable to mystic shots, get excited, avalanches, whatever the hell, but that just gives that little extra thing, as well as like obviously the Zilean spell. If you can put that on Twisted Fate on a turn where you know he's gonna die, like, so obviously because it's a burst speed spell, so if he's about to die through like some kind of spell, or if there's a trade that you want to put him into, you might as well throw down the Zilean spell on top of him, and then when he comes back, he will come back with like a +3/+3 and just be devastating, like basically near enough to stay on the board. I just keep throwing obviously apart from other removals, and then just throw all the cards everywhere. So this is the deck that I'm working with. So there's multiple ways that this deck could be built. This is just the decision that I've gone with, and it's stealing time. So before we get in and see how this deck is going to do, bear in mind, shameless plug, people, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. The games you're going to be seeing were not streamed, but there are many games that you do see when I am doing these videos that were streamed. So if you want to be in there, catch the action live, please feel free to. There's also the Discord link down below, so if you want to get into the Discord, there is a tournament that's going to be going down this weekend, people. So if you want to sign yourself up for it to potentially win some Twisted Fate cards, some small cash prizes, and also just like a special prize for whoever comes with the memeiest lineup, as judged by me. And hopefully if Jankie gets involved, we might get Jankie on that as well to be like a caster as well. Depending on how many people we get, it might all be wrapped up on the Saturday, or if we get loads of people, then it would be wrapped up, so Saturday would be going down for a Swiss and then go down for the actual top whatever on Sunday. But it's not like we've got many people, because we might even get this all done on Saturday, people. So depends. If you want to get involved with that, please feel free to. It's free to join. Also, just thank you all so much for watching this. This channel is nothing without you. All the subscriptions, all the comments, all the likes, it all adds up. So thank you. I do have an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on this channel and the Twitch. So if you want to help out with that, because we're doing well on YouTube, if you want to help out, we're already we've gone past the halfway mark. So if you want to help out, please feel free to. If you're already helping, thank you so much. Anyway, without further ado, let's get in and see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. So we are against Swain with Ezreal, which I said, like, it's always been like one of those powerful combinations, just like Ezreal with Draven. Like Swain is also like, it's more. I'm gonna keep it. So I've got a parlay into one of these, and we can start stealing their what they called Leviathans. Then we're gonna be laughing. I want a better stated unit first, though. Potentially. Well, I'll take the warning shot, actually.
Always rely on you to keep us safe.
I mean, I didn't actually realize how I already had a warning shot in my hand. If I was paying attention, I might have taken the elusive unit. But to be fair, that deck's gonna be running a multiple of mystic shots and whatnot. So even if I had those for cover of Ezreal, it wouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I could throw down the Fortune Croaker.
The prettier the rose,
I don't mind throwing down. Oh, like, you know, like you look at this, you just think, but I could just parlay this and throw out one of these. Sonic, I have made my decisions! I have made my decisions! Especially if they're gonna have things like Whispered Word, I'd rather just like stop anything from doing 5 damage. That's fine, because I can still throw out, because the thing of this is, it just means that I can throw you out first, which is the immediate start of the next turn, warning shot into the other one. So, stealing! It's not stealing if it's whatever the hell. Slot bot. I might consider throwing down. Obviously, we might see a stag, but oh yes, that's a nice 1 mana card. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I do here? Because obviously, I could use Death Hand and then next turn use this. I would love to have played the slot, but I don't really want to play a Fortune Croaker, but I could, right? I could have also just sacrificed one of their lives. I'll live with the decisions that I've made. Actually, we've now got the ability to kill Ezreal, because all we need to do is just throw down this with a static. So Ezreal's gonna die. We can still do. Okay, yeah, because we've got five mana, so we can still do both. It's fine. Nope. That's the one. That's the ticket. And then I could actually just do the damage straight into core, but I am actually gonna go with doing a little tiny bit of damage in here. I'm actually going to sacrifice one of these. The only thing to get them past this could be if they've top-decked, like I think the P&Z card, Suit Up. Very doubtable that they'd run that in that deck, though. But at least on the positive side. Ooh, that's nice. That's nicely done. Well played, well played. So it means that I've got rid of my cheat makers. But I get another cheat maker. Obviously, it's better to have multiple of them on the field of play. But I will take what I get. Hopefully, like, we get to keep our slot bot alive. I could have actually immediately gone forward. I'm not gonna lie, that pro would have been the better option. So we've not actually seen either of our champs. These things happen.
What did we get?
So I'm actually willing to Fortune Croaker off of you. Obviously, I do know that Fervors are massively running that deck. Okay, I know this. So I've not got the ability to, like. They could block. Okay, they do block both of them. Okay, I was thinking to myself, they're not going to block both of them, are they? But they do. I wasn't sure whether they were willing to risk Ezreal's health stat, but they would. I mean, I guess they know that we're a nab deck, so it does make sense. They know what we're all about. That's fine. Next turn, I do have a Riptide Rex move. Need to ask myself, like, is it like worthwhile just throwing a Soothsayer down? I don't really want to, because like, their whole purpose is to protect my champs. Not that I've seen hide nor hair of either of my champs, but we might see a Thermal Beam. There is slight chance of Thermal. You know what? You just look at it, just think, but I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. Okay, right, so Twisted is here. Do I just throw Twisted down? Right, I'm gonna, you know what? You will make my decision for me. Whatever happens, and also, it then means that it goes into my opponent's turn. Depends on whether they play the Leviathan. Okay. Does Twisted Fate make sense on this turn I could then throw down you and the Soothsayer so I can protect Twisted. You know what? It's not actually the worst. It's not actually the worst plan. Because what I'm going to do here is let's do some damage in there. The Leviathan's obviously going to start doing its damage into me. It will be the level up on Swain. Actually, no, it won't, because they need 4, so they need to do 1 extra point of damage. I'm not saying that it's impossible. It's very possible that they can do that damage, but it means they've got to get another point of damage in on me before that happens. They get a little bit of nab out, and once... Ooh, that's a good card, because literally... So, that's a lot of health for my slot bot to have there. What we'll do is we'll go for the warning shot. Warning shot, Riptide Rex first. So we'll go with that move immediately, because that is actually Swain down. Right, that is actually Swain down, because I was thinking I've got the Culling Stroke as a backup if it's needed, but that was just the main, because obviously they could have just done, yeah, they could have done, do we Rite of Negation this? It does mean stopping at 8 cost. This actually could be a critical move at this point. So, I'm willing to take a mana down just to stop this, just because this move could be devastating in terms of what, like, number 1, it's removing something from my side of the board, but number 2, it's giving them an 8 cost. I'd rather not at this moment in time, so this is all good. Losing draw! The option of deciding that it's best to lose their draw right now is actually quite a devastating one when you think about it. Do I throw Slot Bot in front of this, or do I throw the Riptide Rex? Knowing that most likely they're going to defend on the Riptide Rex anyway with that, so that's why I'd rather give them less options on the field. Obviously, it depends on what I can top deck. I could top deck the other Riptide Rex. Like, I don't know. Of course, he comes where needed. I should have done the move that I did last time. Go get him, other Rex. Go. So, yeah, I should have left it. I should have waited. But you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. So, I could have also immediately gone forward and then gone with this, but it's okay. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Oh, Bubble Man! Why is it always the Bubble Man? I mean, if we just go forward with everyone, it's hard for them to... I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible for them to block everything, but it's harder for them to block everything here. Yes, Shadow Mode to my opponent. Really well played. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Twisted. You took years to come up. When you did, so we're mad. So, oh my god, this is actually just like the gods, the Egyptian, but with like, it's, you know, you see the Egyptian god cards, it's normally Azir and Renekton. It's actually a surprise to see with Nasus, but we'll see how it goes, right? Because honestly, like, you know, there is good ways of building with Nasus as well. I'm just going to get rid of all of these. I could have kept Parlay in case like, Junekeeper comes down straight away. But I get one of my champions, I can take this, and then Junekeeper immediately comes down and makes me regret all my... Oh, no, this is just the Sun Disc. It's just that sometimes you get that turn 1 Junekeeper for that immediate 4 damage. Time, Wizard! It's time! Or immediate... I mean, 2 time bombs. You know for a fact you're taking that. If we can level him, the ability of getting our nabs... Oh, yeah, so here we go. The discounts. The discounts are flying. So I could... Actually, I feel like I just throw down the time bomb. Like, part of me is considering throwing down the Merchant, and then, like, so throwing, like, Warning Shot Merchant. I'm going to expect just throwing the time bomb, get a little bit of draw out of this, see what we get. Oh my god, yes! Okay, now, I'm not going to lie, this is still... I'm willing to do that damage in here, because I was trying to... I need to get down to 0 as quickly as possible before he levels so that he's not reducing that by 10. Like, obviously, they run hourglasses themselves, there's problems, yada, yada, yada. It's fine. Couple of parlays. Oh, the fact that I can just throw you down immediately. Might as well see what I get. Ask how much. Okay, so the predict. Actually, predict is not bad, right? Don't you get angry with me, Crocodile Man. You're not even in the deck. I'm actually going with the ancient preparations first, so that I can decide what I'm drawing. I feel a Croaker is not bad. I got a lot of issues, but luckily enough, they've got mostly draw. They've not actually been playing units, so I can start to hit Azir's health down and it's not going to be too bad, and it means that I've still got a parlay, so this is good. He's going to be on 2, so that gets him down to 1. So all it requires is one more time bomb, or another parlay, or just some form of damage. Time waits for no one! And also, actually, if I parlay this turn, I can parlay next turn and kill. So there's actually a multitude of options which now come to me. NASA still can't come out. Oh, the cards, Yugi! Yugi out! Right now, I could actually just consider going with parlay on top of the June Keeper here. The option is there. If I'm gonna be brutally honest, I want a Fortune Croaker just so that I can. No fortune, stupid! Okay, well, Azir's definitely gonna die. Let's just face that. I don't mind taking the rest of that damage. He says nonchalantly while really worrying about the damage. So throw down you. That now just means that we get the option for. I just need to kill. I just need you to be dead, okay? As much of me knows that, but we're gonna get the ability to play that again next turn. As long as one of them is down, obviously they can resummon him. Like, the option for that is there. We've got another time bomb though. Where's my stealing options? My stealing options, what I want, especially when they actually get the Emperor's deck, right? My stealing options become like far superior once they get to the Emperor's deck. So I kind of need to get some things out of my hand here. So I'm actually gonna throw down. Actually, I want to go draw to see if I draw Twisted. Actually, I don't want to go with this just in case they go for the bonk spell, but then again, I do have an hourglass. So, no, wait. Throw out the time bomb. Because just in case we got Twisted. So yes, so they've given their one, so I can't kill it. Go doing some damage immediately. Give myself a little bit more draw, and I also want to give myself a little bit more draw for this Fortune Croaker that we're not gonna see again. Because basically, if I can get to Twisted is the man who won, or just my nab mechanics, right? My nab mechanics, or even when we start getting to, what's his face, old like Riptide Rex, the ability to use multiple Riptide Rexes would be nice, but I need my draw. The silver and dog for God, I listen. There's the Riptide Rex. Right, these are the options that I just need to. So obviously, Azir can level mean they can get the Emperor's deck. I've got problems over here. It's okay. Because I'm going to straight up parlay. Actually, I do want to parlay you. I might as well throw the damage in here, knowing the fact that next turn the time bomb can finish those ones off. So yeah, no, I'll throw the parlay out. Keep myself the other parlay option. I just need my nap stuff right now. Oh, that's not what I need to see. That's not what I need to see. I could throw down the parlay on top of her, just so her health is down. I'm willing to accept the destruction. Like, as much as he doesn't want the destruction of Time Wizard, sometimes you've got to take the destruction of Time Wizard for glory in the future. So, on the plus side, that wasn't Twisted Fate that we just burnt. Ah, you thought I was going to sacrifice him, you fool! I lied! This actually means that we can activate Riptide Rex next turn. My stealing moves start starting. My stealing moves come to me, but the problem is my stealing moves then mean. Do I just throw out the parlay? I'm just, you know what? Actually, because the more cards, it's that stupid thing. The more cards that you throw out now, the more cards because I've got him. Actually, no, correction. He's gonna come out. So actually, any cards that we play now will not be played next turn because he comes back. He's gonna come back out. I believe it's a round start thing, so it won't actually count. So yeah, so actually anything that I play now doesn't actually matter. So I'll take another one of these. Part of me is honestly considering just throwing down the Soothsayer right now. So the fact that and we know what the last card of their deck is. The last card of the Emperor's deck is always Nasus and what's their face. So I can actually start. I'm actually fine with the cinematic that we are about to see. Throw at the Soothsayer, but I kind of want to. I do want to save time, man. It's like, you know, like it's so many different moves that you got to think to yourself, right? I could use Rite of Calling actually. Rite of Calling would not be a bad move to use right now. So killing. I know. I'm taking a lot of time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, I can use you. This is fine. We get Twisted. So we know that Twisted is safe. And, yeah, no, we can now do this. Damage goes in. The Egyptian summonings! The Egyptian summonings begin! Which does actually mean that they can get Nasus out, right? So that's going to be the other thing, is that Nasus comes from my bum hole. But it's okay. So I need to ask myself, what's the better move here? Do I throw out Riptide Rex? Which, yeah, again, it's not a bad move, right? Throwing out Riptide Rex, like potentially killing one of their Egyptian gods, it's a smart move. But also, on the flippity flip, because obviously I guess that they're going to play Nasus. If I were a betting man, I would say that Nasus would drop right now. So I win to red card.
Never lost a fair game.
Oh, play one! Right, so because I can play Riptide Rex next turn. Admittedly, I could have had 2 Riptide Rexes. But why have 2 Riptide Rexes when I can get 2 lots of steely steals? Isn't 2 lots of stealing? So I want to throw you down first just to protect my champs. I'll go like this. Speak for itself. Ah, look at that. So that's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards that they're getting though, which I'm not gonna lie is devastating. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Look at how, like, they're pretty much drawn their whole Emperor's deck right now. Admittedly, we might be able to, like, with the right amount of nab and whatnot, we might actually be able to make them, like, lose all their cards, right? I'm willing to sack, because the problem is that these guys have got fearsome. There's nothing I can really do about that. All I can do is try to get their health down enough. Actually, I guess, like, we need a blocker for this. So I'll throw these 2 forward. But yeah, no, they know that they can hold on me right now, because, like, you know, why go forward when they can hold? It's because these are the problems. So I really wanted to trade things away because I wanted to play this spell, but this spell is useless unless we can get rid of people. So part of me is actually considering killing my own units here and telling myself it's for the greater good. So just do that. It's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. It's just so that we can have options, okay? It's just to have options. We burn Twisted. Okay, they could immediately go forward, but I feel that they want to play. So how many cards they got left? They've got 5 cards left in the deck. It's fine. Now, I have got other problems that could come at me. Many other problems that could come at me. And obviously, I'm taking a significant amount of damage from there. But it's okay. I'm going to convince myself that every little thing is going to be alright. Because actually, by removing, this does mean that potentially we get the big boys out. Now, we're on 2. We do it! You have Egyptian gods, but I could have them too. Right, negation immediately. Ah! You have Egyptian gods, but I can have them too. Does it actually rally you on that as well? Did I just miss that? Like, I feel I've just hit. I didn't actually. Rally's part of that spell. That's even more stupid. Okay, I guess they want that to be the finisher because it's the last card in the Egyptian God card deck, but I mean, devastation, right? We've just used your own Egyptian gods against you! And look at the cinematic universe of Egyptians! Oh, come on. Come on, this has become, oh my god, this has become stupid is what this has become. This has become stupid. I did not actually realise that Rally summon... Oh, wait, how we rallied then? Okay, they still destroyed them. They still destroyed them all, but where did the rally come into this in terms of... Because it doesn't say anything about rally. Oh, no, it does say rally right at the beginning of the spell. Stupid Gomez. Okay, you've still got a spell shield, though, so Nasus... I could have technically used this to save Renekton's life. Probably should have done it, if I'm gonna be honest. How close is Twisted? Straight up do this. That's because the... Changes of the ages for a price. When I'm summoned, draw 1, enter the strongest ally strikes. Watch it like a strike by another. So that's okay. So I could have saved Renekton's life. Actually, saving Renekton's life with that overwhelm probably would have been the far more superior way, Gomez. I mean, I don't know why you're doing the things that you do right now, Gomez. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's okay. Oh, you do have a barrier though when you come down. Because I was thinking to myself like I wanted to get the. Okay. At the moment, that's okay. So, that's just a straight up trade. Because I was thinking to myself, I wanted to get the Riptide Rex and see whether or not they were willing to let that damage go through. They obviously were not.
They will pay their respects.
But okay,
or die.
the start of the round, they do summon. I will go with you. Ah, the fact that we can Pilfered. We can get them to, like, how many more cards are in that? Because that's a draw. That is a draw card as well. So,
is restored to its splendor.
so much of me wants to play this. But I kind of want to go wide on this field of play as well. Because, like, although I do have Nasus who's making their stuff, like, less. I feel like I want to have that as well as the whole time. All we need is something which hits their core, because then we could have just we can nab them down to one card. So that, is that a draw? I really want them to use their draw cards, but these things are really not doing any damage to me right now. I can even throw the damage into you. I talk to spirits. These are my rules. Oh, lab. If only I had something that could do damage. That's the one thing I'm missing, is just damage. We've got Rite of Negation. We've got, they've got one card left, which I said we can take it. This has actually worked out perfectly for me against these Egyptian god cards. I should have kept Renekton alive. Okay, I will say I regret that decision. Okay, I should have done the nab first. If you nab, and I should have gone with the nab first just in case they threw down that, so that is actually my fault. I could have got another card out of this. I was a fool. Gomez was a fool! But they need to win this turn. They got the Obliterate, but then we go, aha! I see you Obliterate, and I raise you a Rite of Negation! The fact, if they had Renekton, that would have been so scary, because literally Renekton kills us. Throwing in this down. The thing is that the fearsome ones they've got 3 fearsomes. Actually, we can block 3 fearsomes. That's fine. So, but yeah, if we couldn't block all of the fearsomes, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So, where is assistant? Can go like this. I'm perfectly fine with these moves. Oh, there's nothing left to steal. Much upset. I can still go with a little bit of predict. What am I doing? I'm just BMing at this point. Technically, we've already won. Ah, see, look! If only we had you! We had the Riptide, but shut most of my opponent. Really well played. I love an Egyptian god content. I love when I get to steal your Nasus and your thing from you, Renekton. Good times! The big boys. Sing Sing. So nice they or Sign Sign. Which is it? Sign, sorry, not Sing. Or Sign Sing. Damn it! It goes both ways. I thought it was the same name twice. It's a slight difference. They got me there. I've already been bamboozled, so my opponent's already beaten me. Okay, we are against a really top tier meta though, so I need to hope. We've got nothing left to believe in. Believe in hope. We've got some nice health stats. The positive side here is we've got some nice health stats, so I can at least do a few trades. It's gonna be when they level Azir and when they get the what's their face out, the Marshal. That's gonna be the squeaky bum time, legitimately squeaking bum time. The Anus would be pulsating. That's the problem that I need to hope I don't see. Could take a stealing card. Might as well. Let's go. Parlay on top of this, is it worth it, or do I wait until next turn? So parlay on top of you could be more worthwhile. I'm going to go forward into an attack first, see what they do. They won't do anything, but you never know. So much means do I just parlay you before all the dancing starts beginning? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to tell myself that, we get them in the future. We get them next time, He-Man! Right, so I feel like I'm going to throw out the bigger health stat. Bigger health stat, knowing you're here. Or we could even just go for the knowledge of... That's what, I need to keep a board. I need to keep a board with okay health stats. The Riptide Rex move is still too far away for my liking. And this actually becomes a blocker for the... that's actually a far more better move than my first thought, because obviously that becomes a blocker for the sparring student. So, just need one time bomb. Literally, all I'm looking for is one time bomb. Is it too much to ask for? Go with you first. Go with a predict. Still no time bomb. Ooh, but Twisted Fate. Could go to slot bomb, but I'll take the Twisted.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
They're still in Deny and Nopify range. Ooh, they don't actually want to... It's actually interesting, the fact that they don't want to do anything. With that mana, So I could go for the parlay and still, but we know that we've got Twisted Fate coming out next turn. Slash this turn. They're not willing. I still feel like I just go forward here. Or do we not? Because that then means that, like, maybe it's better to make them waste that mana right now. I can wait that little bit knowing the fact that, like, a Twisted Fate is going to obliterate most sides of their board. Oh, and you! Right now is quite nice. So, yeah, no, it does mean that we take a little bit of dancey dance. I could throw you out before, like, so, go with the red card. Just before this dancing goes down. Willing to accept it to try and get rid of this sparring student. I've still got a parlay for this elusive, but as I said, like, deny is a thing. So they could just deny this straight up. They can't Nopify it because Nopify doesn't work on skills, it only works on spells. So they could deny this, but actually forcing out a deny right now, I wouldn't mind. If I'm going to be honest. Okay, right. One sparring student down. We've got the bigger board, and we've got some nice, like, a unit defensively, so this is fine. Like, the Azirs, like, as long as we can keep them back, I can actually even basically take this damage and say I'm okay with it. Because at the moment, I could just immediately go forward. I'm willing to try yet again to force out more resource out of that hand right now. They've got a nice hand. I want to stop it. So that's okay. That's okay. The more of these blade dances that happen when Azir's not on the board and not giving them on, or the other things not on the board, I will take it. Okay, I will take it. So I might defend this one. So throw you in front of this. Throw you in front of this. This is outrage. And now we just immediately go forward with everyone, with everything. Do it. Even Twisted, of course. Just to get just for that little elusive, a little extra bit of go forward. Make haste! I really want to throw down a Soothsayer right now. I do have both of my champions, so that's somebody who might have something planned. That's an annoyance. But it's okay. It's okay. He wasn't massively leveled. We can still technically throw him down and still throw the Soothsayer down. But if we would have thrown down the Soothsayer first, that wouldn't have happened, is what the point is there. I'm actually going to go for a red card. I'm going to get rid of that little annoying... I'm going to, like, do everything I can, like, to force them to keep trying to recall that little annoying elusive thing. Obviously, I've got other... Like, Azir is now leveled, which is a big problem. Like, second Azir levels in that... Oh, I should have waited. They made me go too soon! Okay. On the plus side, I still haven't seen any time bombs. Still haven't seen any time bombs, but at least Twisted's got a little bit of feel in him. Oh, and we've got a Riptide Rex move that's coming up that's going to be lovely. I was honest to God considering using Warning Shot to get you out, but right now, I'm looking at this thinking, well, if I use some blockers and then use a Fortune Croaker, that's still somewhat okay. Still seeing no time bombs. Ah! Voices of the Sun! Which is annoying, because technically we've not actually seen the level up, but they still get it, because technically... Actually, no, sorry, that's just coming off of that. Ignore me, because you have to see the animation. That's just from her being played. So, oh wait. There's the level up. Right, so now, voices, that just means that this is now increased damage, big man problems that I've got to deal with, like, in terms of these damages are now, and the damages that are going to be coming off of the Sand Soldiers are going to be annoying. Okay, hold. Oh, I mean, it's the elusive, which is my biggest problem. But we might be able to deal with that next turn. But firstly, let's deal with our problems that are currently here. So, okay. Go get him, Twisted! Go get him with your little hourglassy thing.
You're bluffing.
You're bluffing. We go down to 8, but Twisted actually goes up quite nicely in stats from this. And then potentially next turn, Riptide Rex then actually comes down like really nicely. So, stand down. As we Fortune Croaker. And now this just means that I said Warning Shot into a... Like, Ray of Negation. Ray of Negation is a slight problem. Okay, still no time bombs. But sometimes you've got to be willing to take the gamble, Campbell. So... But I said, Right of Negation, and Azir still lives! Damn your Egyptian God card and your annoying abilities. But yes, no, We might see a Rite of Negation come down, which just wipes all of this from the board. But hope. My voice is Twisted, by the way, so I mean, Twisted's still years away, let's face it. There was also the option to play this, which would mean that I'd get Elusive covered, because right now I don't have Elusive covered. At least on the positive side, Voice of the Risen is still dying, which is quite nice. Because Voice of the Risen dying is, it's going to be a Rite of Negation, isn't it? Don't you do it to me. Don't you ruin everything. Don't you ruin all my plans, Yugi! Except your death. It's going to be a Rite of Negation. Stop doing the... maybe I have it. Maybe I have it. You don't have it. Just leave it. Okay, at least, so the Elusive is down and the Voice is down. Which is nice. And also their health, their health now demands that they must respect what's going on here on my side. So, straight up, do this. Even willing to trade you off. Time Wizard. Time waits for no man. We've seen no time bombs, and that's why I don't necessarily mind, like, throwing you into this, because if we'd seen some time bombs, I might be more like, you know, oh, let's keep Time Wizard alive. But right now, it's not really been working for him. I'm willing to accept his death. Whoo! The old switcheroo, I see. Just because they wanted... That's actually, you know, it's actually a really smart move. I'm not gonna lie, it's a smart move. So, I am gonna go forward. Time Wizard might get lost here in the shuffle, but they've still got death coming from a multitude of different ways. I think the only one that they can live on is Twisted. That's literally the only one that they live on. And it's only just... Oh, I need my warning shots. I need Riptide Rexes. I need to level Twisted. I need everything. Just give me all my cards that are damaged. Like, we haven't even seen any time bombs. Okay, at least on the positive side, Voices is down. Voices is down. Azir is down. Obviously, they can dance all the dances. They can dance if they want to. They can leave their friends behind. If their friends don't dance, if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. So more dancing! And actually, a straight up Vanguard's Edge, which you don't see a lot of. You don't see a lot of people actually main decking that card. So, on the plus side, I can still get everyone past this. We're fine! Yes, shut them out to my opponent. Twisted is doing right. Actually, top tier deck, people. I mean, still just made it look like nothing. It's all about keeping the board, keeping those health stats, and then just hoping that you steal some nice stuff. Okay, so we're against good old Ezreal Swain. So it's a good deck. It's a really good deck. Like, these two together. Depends on whether, like, part of me wants to know whether or not they're going to use the Slump Workers, because... that would act... I'm going to keep you. Slump Workers would actually be quite interesting to use in that kind of a deck, because it will be doing the damage in for Swain. This covers me elusively. At least this covers me elusively.
Open wide, sugar.
And that now means that we've got an activator for potential nabs and plunders in the future. Like, and obviously they've got an Ezreal, so they could defend us elusively. They've also most likely got Mystic Shots and all that jazz. Time bombs! Give me a time bomb and the prediction. Let's just start this. Let's just kick this off, shall we? Let's just kick it off. Warning shot does mean that I've got an activator for you. I'll take a second one of you. I'll take a second old man, please. Let's go forward here. Potential Mystic Shots or... ooh, Culling Strike. Nice. I mean, on the plus side, that does now mean we get more time bombs in the deck. So, I was going to consider playing the Black Market Merchant, but in all honesty, it is better to get 8 time bombs in this deck now. Especially with Twisted Fate here and all these like going with the slot bot. 8 of these time bombs, which now means that the predicting the time bombs becomes slightly easier. Oh, come on. This has got to be a devastating game. I can take 2 damage. That's fine. So we could play Twisted down this turn, or we could start these time bombs off. Obviously, Mystic Shot could come for me very easily. Or you know, I'm gonna play slot bot. Let's play. So much of me really wants to play Twisted, but. I psyched myself out because I know it's an Ezreal deck that most likely has like all the Mystic Shots going for them. Slash like thermal beams, but that's okay. That's okay. So I can throw Twisted out next turn. We've still got a Rite of Calling. I can tell myself this is all going to be worthwhile. When you look at some moves that like could be coming out in the future. I'm not willing to sacrifice Slotbot's life. I'm just going to go forward with her to begin with, just because it's one of those things where it establishes I could throw out my nabs if I needed them. Obviously, Mystic Shot could come down, but if Mystic Shot comes down now, it means that they have to remove the elusive, like in terms of I can believe in the choices that I'm making here. So, straight up Mystic Shot, yeah, that's fine, but they still keep the elusive to, like, be able to defend against Ezreal. I will take that. I will take it. I've got the potential of a Rite of Calling. Oh, more time. So, this will be 12 time bombs in the deck as well, by the way. As much as me wants to be able to replay my nab mechanics, I know the deck that I'm up against is going to be hard. So yeah, we just throw this in front of this. Still dies, but at the same point, so I can live with that decision. So obviously they've already thrown out Thermal Beam once. They can Thermal Beam again. Time Bomb. You do it, right? You know you got to do it. So if I get the chance, I want the Soothsayer. So we Soothsayer. So at least Time Wizard. And then hopefully we start getting out these time bombs, and then we start getting out these nabs, and then the ability to re-nab again. That's what we're after here, okay? It's just that, boom, that's one of these Ezreals down, by the way, as well as this is really helping Slotbot. So it's a shame that Twisted's not here to see this, but on the plus side, that's still a thing. Actually, I'm gonna throw, what do we want to throw? So we'll throw you down first, because I get draws, I get to assess what's going to happen. Oh, next turn kicks off. Like, I really want to... So, potential Thermal Beam. Potential Fervor and Thermal Beam to kill you. Which is a shame, because you were about to level. Because that's what part of me's thinking here, is that I could actually go for a Rite of Calling, which allows me to... I could go mana or... kill somebody, and I'm gonna go with killing you just because they can't Mystic this down. They can't further this. Admittedly, yep, it would be a great blocker. I'd be remiss to say that it wouldn't be a great blocker, because it would be. Red card now means that's a board wipe on their side. So they can't kill Time Wizard yet. Okay, right, well, so obviously that's actually a level up. Oh crap, that is the level up on you. But we can still kill with Twisted Fate. That now still becomes you die. Whole ball gets killed next turn, which is nice. Obviously, okay. Twisted doesn't get to live again, but it's okay. I can live with this. Riptide Rex next turn is an option, as well as the fact that, obviously, as I said, the fact that this would be the level up on Zilean means that we could Riptide Rex again. It also means that we could throw out the nabs again. I leave it because I don't want the trade-off here. But boom! Time bombs! That's the level up on old Beardy Man! We lost a lot of old Beardy Man along the way. We've even lost like a few, what's the face, Twisteds, but it's okay. Because now this means that is actually, we could go with the Riptide. So we could see a Leviathan drop right now. Or just straight up Swain. So, victory! I mean, Riptide Rex has to drop, because if I don't drop down Riptide Rex, then I'm kind of, like, I've got no defense against this, as well as that. So that's all those damages going in. We can also, as I said, Riptide Rex again next turn, because if we just go for an immediate forward, or if they've got no defense elusively, then boom, we can Riptide Rex again next turn. It's actually worked out very nice for Gomez. Whoa, you're giving yourself a little bit of defense here, I see. Giving yourself a little bit of defense. Smart moves, Yuki, I can see. So, the fact that we can time... there's like so many options. Open wide, sugar, as we go forward here. I want to leave Zilean, like, with the ability of, like, making sure that Fervor's not going to be a problem for him. But yeah, no, Riptide Rex. People still like a Yorda and human. There be blood in the water! So as I said, we might still see Swain, but we've got two Riptides. We've got, like, we might see Ezreal. We've got this. Obviously, there's like certain moves they could have that could remove you. Oh no, not my Zilean! I was gonna have so many nabs. You've ruined this for me, but obviously it's fine. Twisted can have all the nabs. So glory, courage. Let's just like stun that. Pipe it down, son. So yeah, again, that's fine. So we are losing the elusive though. So Ezreal becomes more of a threat. This is also meaning, as I said, that Twisted is not on the best of places, but it's okay. Because what I'm thinking to myself is, boom. We could have actually gone with the predict first, so we could have decided what we were going to be drawing that turn. But this goes off and the nabs start to go off. I mean, It's all gravy, baby. More time bombs. Time bombs. Time bombs. Time bombs. Parlay. I mean, I'll take the time bomb.
I don't want to
It's draw.
woke you up.
At the end of the day, it's draw, and so I will take it. So just boom! We can immediately go forward. I just want to point out the option to immediately go forward is there. And it's actually the smarter choice. But
Don't ask me.
ask how much! Oh my god! The fact that we hit Falcon punch. So that's fine. Like, yeah, we lose. So I feel like we lost all of our time wizards and all of our twisteds in this match. I swear that we lost all of them in here, but we just go, I'll end this! Of all things to steal. Of all things to steal. And the fact that we can still go forward with this and this. And we could technically throw you forward, but I kind of want to leave. I want to leave my options, especially when I've got Decimate. I mean, it's still on. It's still on like Donkey Kong. Okay. Still got a defensive. I'm still perfectly fine. I could have actually considered running like right of negate. I should have just. Why didn't I just right of negate? Gomez, why are you allowing the suffering to continue like further? I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Okay, they live. I'm sorry to my opponent. Shout them out to my opponent. I could have killed them last. I've got like the decimates to kill them now. It's all great. Like, oh, the fact we got Baron. Oh, great match though. Thank you. GG to my opponent. Good times. So that is the stealing time deck. I'm not saying this is the best way of like doing this. There is definitely like you could probably make a far more efficient Twisted Fate with Zilean deck if you got rid of the NAB package and actually focusing more on damage, like having like the fearsome unit and that forcing out problems for them. But this is just so funny. I had to make it. I do love making a NAB deck every now and then, and this was just, as I said, too funny not to make. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Then you like, to be fair, what I could have done as well is I could have put in some shared, like some like lost treasure or lost riches in this just to make it more banter. You could do that, by the way, but it's not necessary. But honestly, please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you run this deck, let me know how it goes. If you make any change to this deck, let me know what you would change. As well as that, obviously there is the Twitch link if you want to catch me on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays live, and the Discord link whereby I'll be running a tournament this weekend, people, to get your hands on some Twisted Fate cards like on this lovely stand, as well as some small cash prizes and a special prize for whoever comes with the memeiest deck. At this moment in time, it might be Saturday and Sunday, depends on how many people get involved. There'll be a Swiss on the Saturday and the top whatever on the Sunday, but if not many people get involved, then we'll just do it all on the Saturday. It's okay, people, it's okay. So please let me know like whether or not you want to get involved in that tournament down below as well, because I would love to see a lot of you there. Just thank you so much for watching. I said this channel is nothing without its viewership, so thank you so much. All the likes, all the subscribes, all the comments, it all helps out. And as I said, I have got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers, and you guys are helping making that dream come true. So let's do this together, people. Anyway, hope you have a great day, afternoon or evening or whatever it is, and until next time, bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.